nation's brightest minds in finance, crypto, and technology ahead of the first ever meeting of the CFTC's Innovation Advisory Committee in Washington, D.C.
Rising bond yields from Trumpian growth, not Trumpian inflation.
Breaking tonight, President Trump says negotiations with Iran will resume, maybe.
He was very keen on it. He's always been keen on it.
Bitcoin just hit 70,000 today. Ethereum up almost 20%.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
All while they say inflation is cooling. Oil remains high, stock markets are expecting a correction. What does all this mean for us? And how do we capitalize?
You have to read through the bill and recognize what's going on. And basically, put simply, there'll be a lot of access opportunities for banks, and there'll be a lot of changes in the way you can hold your Bitcoin in the United States.
We have an issue with our money system. In fact, we've always had issues with our money system going back 100 years. The purchasing power of the dollar is extremely weak right now. And banks, they need somewhere else to go.
Just in, Wells Fargo, America's third largest bank, discloses spot Bitcoin ETF holdings. This is what adoption looks like, guys.
We have been seeing massive adoption over the years, from Bitcoin ATMs to SEC filings, and now the Clarity Act. And this is all heading towards one thing: price increases.
I think after the Clarity Act passes, and there's a good chance that's going to pass in October, there's a really good possibility that we're going to see the altcoins pump. So Bitcoin will probably cap around 250, and then you'll see a lot of stuff work its way into the altcoin space with people looking for alpha. So I wouldn't be surprised first quarter of 2026 and second quarter of 2026 where it kind of is really on the ascendancy, and then it'll kind of taper off and die down if it follows prior bull markets that we've had. But this is a different one because institutions are leading it, not retail investors. And so I've never experienced this in my career because every other one was a retail-led.
We are entering a new type of bull run that most people are not ready for. Our debt is currently sitting at $40 trillion, and it's only going higher. And while all this is happening, institutions are looking for a way to get out. Billions of dollars flowing into crypto every day, all while our dollar weakens. And I don't think people are ready for that dam that is being built up right now to collapse. Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum are going to be some of the scarcest assets on this planet. What you're also not seeing is that crypto is no longer an asset that is to be sold off. Bitcoin can be put directly on Coinbase and taken a loan out for, so you don't have to sell your Bitcoin anymore. And this is the start of something different. A world where you no longer have to sell your crypto, you in fact just buy more of it. We are in a digital economy right now, and this is something no one is prepared for. But these crypto assets will be the key to retiring if you're a younger generation or if you're an older generation. There is currently on Coinbase Cosmos, which I love myself personally. This gives a 13% yield. That's something you can't beat with other assets. And as these get bought up, people are staking them. There will be no need to sell anymore. And if you do sell, you're only selling what you make, which basically is an infinite money glitch.
Japan is in deep trouble with the currency, the yen. And I'm going to explain to you what's going on. I'm not going to sugarcoat the situation. And I'm going to tell you how this affects Americans, because it does, and it's a big problem. So I want to begin this conversation by asking you this question, because I think this is going to help explain the situation. My question is, what would you do in this situation? Let's say Bank of America is giving out loans and they're charging an interest rate of 1% to take a loan from them. And then you find out that Chase Bank is paying an interest rate on a savings account for 3.75%. So in this type of scenario, what would you do? Listen, I mean, I don't know what you do, but here's what I would do. I would borrow as much money as I can from Bank of America, and then I would just take that money and just stick into Chase Bank's savings accounts.
And this is what these banks are doing. They're taking their interest and moving it into crypto for better profits, better opportunity, safer, more secure assets. And this is what most Americans are not doing. So we're really at a crossroads where the American people are getting squeezed. We're in $40 trillion worth of debt, and there's really no solution in sight except crypto and other hard assets, but they've already covered their bases. So we will see more banks flood in.
We would really like to see interest rates come down. You know, in the old days with interest rates, many of you are too young to know this, but when we announced good numbers, interest rates would go down. And the theory was because the asset value became so good, it became so prime. But now when we announce good numbers, which we're doing all the time, they keep driving the interest rates up because they're so afraid of inflation. And they shouldn't be. They should allow interest rates to go down. When you announce good numbers, you shouldn't drive them up. They keep thinking that we'll drive them up to stop inflation, because success and growth does not cause inflation. Other things cause inflation.
We will see people wonder, what is going on? People will start to wonder. And at that point, that's when prices will rise rapidly. I believe we're going to see Bitcoin maybe even double overnight. I don't know when that will be, but this is what I believe. This is my opinion. And this will get people really woken up to the fact that this is the new system. So how do you capitalize? You have to be ready for something to happen. You have to be dollar cost averaging as long as you can, so that you can get some type of asset to beat inflation. This is the game that we're all playing. There will be many people who sit on the sidelines, but there will be many people who have been studying, been preparing, and will be ready for what's coming next.
It's the largest outage event yet. I know you were right there at the Meijer. There's a gas station there off of Indianapolis Boulevard and near Main Street. What are you seeing right now? I know I see a lady behind you with 2 gas cans.
Yeah, Tia, there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was just 7 gas cans right behind me. A gentleman with 2 just walked away, but it is a madhouse here. Everyone is telling me this is one of maybe 2 places in the area that still has gas, and we're seeing that with the line. These people filling up for generators, and these are not even the same family. They're just a group that kind of came together and are filling up their cans right here. We're also seeing people waiting in line on E because they need gas for their cars. They've been waiting for 20, 30, 40 minutes in this line.
So I say to you, start preparing. Start dollar cost averaging into whatever crypto you like, whatever stock you like, because the only thing they can do is print more money, and that is what they will do.